Community to Community's vision is development with dignity. No shame, no pity. We amplify dignity and progress led by the people of Petit Guave. In a world too often defined by headlines, something incredible is happening. Communities here don't just survive, they are working hard to thrive. Community to Community is working with the people of Petit Guave to restore vital resources. A much-needed canal is built one hand at a time. Roads are carved into a mountain with simple tools, bringing safe passage to their children and elders. This is development with dignity. And while access to continuous healthcare is saving lives, trees planted today will nourish future generations. Each person is building, planting, and teaching. We are not the heroes. You are. The person willing to support this movement and say, yes, I want to be a restorer of dignity. Join Community to Community.
Imagine you're 9 months pregnant. You and your spouse are excited to welcome this baby into your family, into the world. You've carried this life inside of you for 9 months, protecting this child from hurt, harm, and danger, eating the right things, caring for yourself. Today, you wake up and your water breaks. This should be a good sign, and you should be excited, but you're not. You're terrified because you know what this means and what you have to do. Walk 2 hours down a mountain to get to the hospital to deliver this most important package. You try to take a step toward the door and you almost fall. Your friends rush to your aid and you tell them, you don't think you can make it, you can't walk. They quickly make a brancard, a makeshift stretcher, because they know they have to carry you. And as they carefully walk down the mountain with you in the stretcher and 4 people lifting you and walking down, you pray and you worry, wondering, what if I don't make it? What if I fail to bring this baby into the world? This is not an isolated story. I wish it was. But this is commonplace in our Mountainside partner community and in many communities across Haiti. Today with my guest, we're going to share this dire situation and what we and our partners are doing about supporting maternal health and justice for our partner communities. We're going to talk about why mothers are still dying and how we're changing that. I am with Ms. MarieYolaine, chef du projet, CEO of C2C Haiti. Welcome to Restoring Dignity Live. This guest, I'm going to give you his stats, but this is not only a guest for me today. This is my friend and my brother. Jean-Pierre Louis is the founder, president, and CEO of KapraCare, Haitian-founded, Haitian-led global health organization with over 1 million service encounters delivered and a leader in equitable, community-centered healthcare. This brother, I met him at the beginning of all this. For me, because I feel like he's been here longer. But in 2010, I felt like every meeting I went to, he was there. He was at the front lines for COVID, cholera outbreak. I remember there was a time where he was actually stuck in Haiti. And instead of crafting the story that way, he was like, well, I'm here, so I'm going to put the pedal to the metal and get things done. And as a result of that, I would say for me, and I'm sure for many others, that he garnered our respect. And I'm sure the respect of the folks at KapraCare and the communities that they serve in Haiti. So join me in welcoming, well, we call him JP. That's what I'm calling him today. So hopefully he'll be okay with that. Please welcome to Restoring Dignity Live with C2C, JP. Hey, my brother.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Beside the blizzard that we have here in New York City.
You mean blizzard deux?
Huh? Oh,
This
yeah.
is the
second one in like a month.
In like a month, bro. I'm looking outside my window right now, and I feel so bad because it was 40 degrees like 2 days ago, and people dug their cars out and did all the things. And it was like, plakow, psych.
Yeah.
And 1 foot of snow is on top of like all the cars. It's sunny today, so hopefully that'll be better. But I don't know, man. I'm like, are we in a second ice age? What's happening? What is going on?
We are having a reverse global warming. That might be a good thing, I guess.
All I'm saying is if things pop off, you know where I'll be. Okay. I will not be dealing with the freezing stuff. I am Haitian. I am not made for the winter time. So I will be on the mountain minding my business. So tell the people, tell us about KapraCare, how it started, the mission behind it, and the impact you're seeing today for women and children.
Yeah. Well, if I say how it's, if I insert it that way, we'll be here forever.
I figured, oh, I'm glad you said that. So I'm just putting it out there now. This is part 1 of 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. We don't know, but we'll agree to part 1 for now. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Absolutely. As you were.
Yeah. So KapraCare is, how would I say, is my baby, right? So talk about women's health today is my baby. I was 9 years old when I first came to the United States. And during that time, 1990s, Magic Johnson had just came out being HIV positive.
Wow.
There was this whole thing about hate. The CDC at that time had identified the 4 H's of being the primary group to have HIV. And it was homosexuals, heroin users, hemophiliacs, and Haitians. The minute they put the Haitian community as a group that carries HIV, that brought all type of stigma toward Haitians in the United States. And me having just immigrated here less than a year in that, so the kids in elementary school were teasing me, calling me Haitians, go back home, you have an HIV. I'm like, what is this? Like, and mind you, I came right in the dead of winter. So I'm used to this cold and this snow. So I was like, wait, we immigrated here. My mom immigrated with us because she was seeking for a better life. And it wasn't like we were living in poverty in Haiti, like we were like starving and couldn't eat.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents know better than you do. I'm busy playing with my friends, playing marbles, soccer, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she had other plans for us. So when I came here and the kids were saying that, I was like, wow, this is not what I expected. I expected this to be paradise, a place that everybody gets along. So to make a long story short, I said, okay, that's fine. I'm going to be here. I will be educated, and sure, I will go back to Haiti and make Haiti a productive place to live. Because if I can go back and create job opportunities for folks to work, then, hey, they don't have to come here and be disrespected like I was being disrespected. That's not going to happen. That was the motivation and drive. I don't know what that was going to be. That was it. So people says, you have a calling. I didn't say as a calling. I just said as a duty, as work. In fact, part of it was, hey, if I'm here, I'm not gonna waste the opportunity to be here and not do anything. I'm gonna education, go back to Haiti and create businesses that's gonna provide opportunities for work, and folks don't have to come here to be disrespected. That was it. That was the objective. And so here we are a few decades later, but more right after I graduated with my master's in public health. In 2009, I started KapraCare, and here we are 17 years later. We are recognized as a reputable organization that's been promoting access to healthcare in Haiti for the past 17 years.
I read the newsletter. I know these things. Thank you, because I think you're saying giving that background is not like you just fell out the sky, you know, like especially as Haitians, when the Fugees came out,
yeah,
right,
uh-huh.
Then we were cool, but folks forgot all of the things that we suffered before that. So I'm glad that you shared, because that's an important moment in time to be listed like that. And that scarred a lot of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That led to young Haitian kids, especially, not wanting anyone to know that they were Haitian.
Yeah.
Right? So impacting our identity as a people because you're affiliated with what people consider obviously a fatal disease, and one that already had stigma attached to it. Right? So thank you for saying that, because I think it gives so much context of what impacted you and what puts you on the path to make these decisions, because you could have just stayed internal to yourself.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like, I love that you said that, I'm going to do this, make a path so that another person doesn't have to be disrespected.
And I understood all of those things. And, my grandmother raised me, right? Pretty much because my mom was always working while we were in Haiti. And I was not, she did not made a punk, right? Literally, she did not. So when I came here, there was no hiding for me. When I was back home, I was always a live child, walk with my head up. She always says, never walk with your head down, walk with your head up. So the only challenge here for me was just the language. And I just know I can't speak your language, but you're not gonna bully me, you're not gonna beat me up. That's not gonna happen. So me being Haitian, my name being Jean-Pierre Louis, I can't say all the things.
Like, my name is Bob. Yeah, not gonna work.
Once you hear Jean-Pierre Louis, oh, you're Haitian. In all three forms, the Jean is Haitian, the Pierre is Haitian, the Louis is Haitian. I can't make up something to say. Right. So I never shied away from who I was. So as a kid, I was always proud to be me, like to be me. Nowadays, we use the term stand on business. I always stood on being me.
And this is what we like to hear. I think you inspired a bunch of people just from saying that. So shifting gears just a little bit, in our mountainside community and in many communities, women are walking up to 2 hours to reach care. What does that reality mean for maternal outcomes, and how does that connect to the broader issue of health justice as it relates to the work of KapraCare?
This is the first time I'm sharing this. My mother had to go through that. And because it happened so unexpected, so I'm one of 3 child.
Okay.
So during her last child, my brother, who's the youngest one, and she didn't have the time to be able to make it to the birthing center. Wow. She just couldn't. Her belly was way too big, her water broke, and it was like unexpected, and this is emergency mode. So I end up having seen my mother deliver my brother at home. Literally, like, they took a chair and they turned the chair upside down and they put her to support against it, back to support it against it. And next thing I'm hearing, like, wow, wow, wow. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Like,
oh, wow.
I was 5 years old, and it's like, whoa, what's going on here? So some women don't get that chance. Luckily, everything went well. We had a lady who came to support her, who came to support her and delivered. And I saw live in action, but some women don't get a chance to even be able to have that support.
Mm-hmm.
To get to work to 2 hours to get to a birthing center, and as a result, this is why you have child maternity, so mobility so high in Haiti.
And how does KapraCare like respond to that? Do you have services? Do you have programs? How do you engage in this bringing justice to like maternal health and maternal care?
Yeah. So having my background being in public health, my go-to is always education, right?
Okay.
Folks.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore they can know in the event of an emergency what they can do with what they have. Because oftentimes we look at it's human nature. We look at the glass half full, half empty as opposed to half full.
Mm-hmm.
Look around you. There's always something that you can do. So we educate, we empower these women when they are pregnant, what they can do to support themselves. But KapraCare doesn't have a birthing center, but we do partner with another organization about 25 minutes from us called a Birthing Home Center, Maison de Naissance,
Mm-hmm.
in Lake Eye. So we are in the Greater South in Haiti. So they are in Lake Eye, Torbec to be exact, about 25 minutes from a facility that we are able to communicate with them. We do have an ambulance that was sponsored by our partner organization, Prospect Goshen Rotary Club.
Mm-hmm.
We are able to, they can call us, at any time our driver lives in the community, and we are able to pick up these women and bring them for birthing. In fact, now you bring that to my mind, while I was in Haiti 2 years ago, literally 2 years ago, on January 6th, I had just finished celebrating my birthday on January 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
There was an emergency call. This lady was giving birth, and they called KapraCare, and it was me that drove the lady to the birthing center. And I remember because I'm like, oh, that child almost had the same birthday as me. So I literally remember that, driving them to to Maison de Naissance, the birthing center, to
Mm-hmm.
give that child. And she was born on January 6th, and I was in Haiti to witness that.
Wow. Wow. So when you think of an experience like that and you think of what the women are going through,
Mm-hmm.
when we say maternal health is a justice issue, what does that mean to you?
Yeah. Everyone should have the right to be able to deliver their babies safely. And our leaders who are living because somebody delivered them safely, right? To understand that every person's life is a world of its own. So every woman should be able to deliver their child safely in a dignified way. And who plays those roles? Leaders. Whether you are in government, whether you are a community leader, whether you are running a non-for-profit or a birthing center, we should always think about having these women be able to have access to services, care, or support to be able to deliver the babies wherever they at. So it's a right that every woman should be able to have.
I agree with you 100%. And maybe folks are not aware of what risks are women facing before they even reach care. Like in that 2-hour walk, as someone with a medical background, what is the risk of not having the access?
It's life or death. It's that simple. Life or death. Not every woman is gonna have access to a KapraCare. Is gonna have access to a C2C where they can call for support. Not everyone has that. Plus, how do you even get there? Roads are tough, right? So which method are you using to get there? And everything counts. Whether somebody carrying you on their back or doing a makeshift how you call it, makeshift stretcher.
The bunker.
Right. Or whether they putting you in the back of a bicycle, motorcycle, donkey, horse, a mule, a car, a truck, a pickup truck. All of those are possibilities if you can even have access to that.
Right.
And during the emergency, every second seems like a lifetime. So that
Absolutely.
is life or death situation to be able, so when you see in 2 hours, 2 hours are like forever. Whereas here in the States, literally within 20 minutes, your water break, you're in the hospital, you're in there smooth, you getting cared. The time that you enter that ambulance, you have at least two people taking care of you, talking you through support and giving you, IV or oxygen, whatever that you need to support you to get there. So imagine somebody who's 2 hours away. That's like a lifetime. That's really literally life and death situation.
Thank you for saying that. I think hearing that from a health professional and making it that cut and dry, as to say it's not, well, if it would be nice if they had it.
Mhm.
No, it's not that it would be nice. It is that it is required. It is required.
Yeah.
And I think that also I want to make it visual for people. As you said, right now, KapraCare itself was smart enough to go, okay, we don't have a center, but we will partner with someone who does, so that we can at least make sure that the whole cycle of the person who is pregnant, who's getting the information, the education, how to care for themselves, they have access to us if there's an emergency. And in that emergency, we can take them over to the location that you mentioned.
Yeah.
One of C2C's goals is to actually build a health and wellness center on the mountain, right?
Yes.
So where we work is 2 hours from Rue Nationale. So we got to go 2 hours up and then about an hour down into the valley. So it's important, I think, for folks to understand when we're talking about this, that this is a visual of what our health and wellness center is going to look like. I want to connect that with the people that are watching, that the health and wellness center we are preparing to build will include a dedicated birthing room, a safe space, a clean space, an equipped space, all of the things that JP just mentioned, built by the community, operated by the community. This is why we encourage folks to become C2C neighbors. I'm a C2C neighbor myself, even though I'm the CEO of the organization, because these are not one-time things. They are things we establish, we obtain, and then we have to maintain them. And that's why the monthly support really helps fund consistent care, right? And consistently saves lives. So I have a question for you. Since we are both in the same, how do I say, situation,
Yeah.
where we are always fundraising, always looking for support, what do you say to someone who is like, well, how do I know that my monthly donation to KapraCare, to C2C, how do I know that it's going to make a difference? Where, as we would say, where are the funds going to when someone is donating?
Well, it's not so hard because we have a reputation of doing right with our funds. You look at $1 equals 130 goods in Haiti, right? With 50 goods, you are able to buy an ice cream. $5 is able to support a small educational workshop for 20 people. It's $5. You couldn't buy an ice cream cone from the truck for $5 now for one child.
True.
So imagine having a workshop of 20 to 25 people where your $5 can buy them a snack. And it's clear that we do our due diligences when we put in programs together and where the money goes to our program. You can go to either one of our websites and it shows you where you can allocate your funds. And you can go to either one of our websites and see our annual reports. With both our respective organizations being able to have done this work for over 15 years, that's not 15 days. All right? People love to say, just, well, Google us. Well, you can. Google us. And you see the work has been consistent between our organization. We have never closed our doors since we were open. And we've had plenty of opportunity to have closed our doors.
Mm, yeah. I'm sure that you are very, how do we say, um, strategic in the sense that you had to make a dollar out of 15 cents, as they say,
Yeah.
right? To keep the doors open and to keep the services going, right? Um, and I know, like I said, I read the newsletters. I know when you are doing everything from going to Haiti, delivering babies, running in marathons, doing everything that you can to bring attention to the work of KapraCare. And the fact that you've been here for 17 years is a testament to your dedication, your commitment, and also the people. Because at the end of the day, they are your best testimonials. I love reading some of the updates where it talks about the staff, for example, who seem to be very proud of their work and that they love that they are making a difference in their community. And I think that anyone in that position, especially when the narrative against our country is so strongly negative, that when I'm reading your newsletter and I'm seeing how these folks that this place is Haitian-led, Haitian-funded, Haitian supported, and that with your partners and everyone else who has a heart for Haiti is supporting KapraCare, I'm happy to hear that. And y'all are not that far from us. Like, you have to pass us to go to
Yeah.
to go where you have to go through Tiguave, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I can say that I'm happy to know that you are there. I think I heard about the ambulance, but you've confirmed it for me. So congratulations,
Yeah.
because
Thank you.
that is a huge, big
Yeah.
deal. Talk about life and death, right? One thing. And we say that all of the time. People look at the big, humongous um, challenges, but we like to tell people if a person scrapes their knee, a cotton swab and alcohol is what will prevent this leg from getting cut off.
Yeah.
So do that. Make sure that that is available. First aid is available. Premier soin, as they say.
Yeah.
Make sure that is available. So I just want to compliment you on this because, like I said, I read the newsletters, and as we say, "Mbo chapeau bas," I tip my hat off to you, brother, who doesn't age. That I'm going to say that probably you don't age because of the fact that you are anointed and appointed to do what you're doing, and God needs you healthy and all that wonderful melanin He gave you that keeps shining so that you can keep doing the good work that you are doing. So I want to say thank you because well, I know that you know that this is not necessarily a thankful job because people don't see the late nights that you stay up. They don't see the sacrifices that you have made to keep KapraCare's doors open. But I know what that took. So I'm going to say thank you for being there. I'm also excited that outside of this show today, that you and I are going to be doing the panel from the Haitian Women's Collective on where did the money go? Because our wonderful friends at the Haitian Women's Collective, the founder, Karine Jocelyn, during the Hurricane Melissa in October, that folks were running from pillar to post, and we were able to receive a grant, both C2C, Haiti, and KapraCare, to support the folks in our respective communities. So I'm excited, and I encourage people to tune in that it's going to be on February 25th, which is tomorrow.
Yes.
It's tomorrow, from 12 to 1. And so that JP and I will be on there to talk about the funds that we received and exactly what we did with them. And as he said earlier, it's about transparency. You can go to KapraCare site, you can go to C2C site. The work is right there, right? I like to tell people they can get on a plane today and go to Tiguave, and they can meet up with Gusmas Abejen. He can take them to the mountain. I don't need to be there.
That's right.
I don't need to be there because the folks are doing the work. So I'll let you have this last word. What gives you hope right now?
Community. Community gives me hope that we are not at this by ourselves. We do understand that solutions to the Haitian people has to come from us who are Haitian, but we know that we can get further together through partnership. I tell my staff this all the time that, yeah, we all can do our own thing, right? And I like to use the battery analogy because they use that for solar panel. I say, yeah, we could have one battery that could give you light. That's cool. But if we band 2 batteries together, 3 batteries together, 4 batteries together, not only we're gonna get lights for ourselves, but we'll have much more greater impact to give everybody else lights as well. So community give me hope, love give me hope, and that our courage gives me hope for us to continue doing this work, because this work is not for the weak at heart.
Say it again.
This work is not for the weak at heart. We couldn't be here doing this work for the past 15 plus years without having those things in our heart, without having that belief in our heart. And we hope that our communities who's watching this will be inspired by our work. And feel free, like you said, to dig in and check our work, our history. Our social media pages have always been up as well. And that if we're not organization that are going in and popping in and leaving, we are there every day consistently on the ground. This is not just to KapraCare, but this is also applied to C2C. So we've been there consistently every single day on the ground. Emergencies happen, cholera outbreak, earthquake 1 or earthquake 2. I say 1 and 2 because that's the big one that people tend to remember is the 2010 and the 2021. But we've all been there. Cholera outbreak, we've been there. Hurricane, storm, the ones that you are know of and know that you are not aware of, we've been there consistently. So one of the way that I would encourage our community to support and sustain our organization is go on our website, look at our, look at our programs. If you have questions, write us, you're able to reach us, but consider making a small recurring monthly donation. These are the things that will help to sustain our program. Like I said, $5 goes a long way. $5 right now you can't walk into any fast food restaurants and $5 to buy anything come out of it. $5, the best you could get out of $5 is probably 1 ice cream cone or 1 cup of coffee, not in your branded coffee sites, neither. Probably your nigga can get you a cup of coffee. So imagine that a cup of coffee can literally sponsor an education group between KapraCare or C2C. $5 monthly. That will not hurt your pocket at all a month, right? To sustain 1 workshop that can change somebody's life, that can empower somebody, that can educate someone. So please consider supporting our work that we've been doing in Haiti with love and pride, and we cannot do that by ourselves. So I have hope that our community, our people, you as our ally, will help to, sustain us for another 15 plus years and beyond our own lifetime here. Thank you so much.
Amen. Amen, brother. You said it all. I don't have anything to add to that. I encourage people to visit KapraCare's website to just see the work for yourself. Also sign up to receive their newsletters because it's detailed. This brother goes in on the work that they are doing. So there's no, vagueness. It is very clear. And health is wealth. Yes. When a community is healthy, you're making generational impact. So I encourage everyone who sees this to go to their website, get in where you fit in, support in general. The monthly support, as he mentioned, is for sustainability. So, JP, God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you for being with me today for part 1.
Yes.
And I'll see you tomorrow at Where Did the Money Go? And you'll be back here again.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'll see you soon.
Yes.
That was awesome. I really respect that guy because, again, I've seen him. It's the people when you're in the trenches and you look to the left and to the right. Other days I look to the right, he's there. Other days I look to the left, he is there, right? Those are the people that when you are looking to lock arms with, partner with, get resources from, get advice, counsel, to be on the podcast, to share what they're doing, you know exactly who to call. The people who are in the trenches with you. I'm so glad that there's an ambulance. I'm going to tell that to everybody. Okay, that was exciting, y'all. I'm a little high now hearing that. I want to say again, tomorrow we are going to be on the Where Did the Money Go? If you have not registered, please do so today so you can come and get this information and find out what we've been doing. Because even though the Hurricane Melissa happened in October and has been out of the news cycle, for us, for KapraCare and for C2C Haiti, the work has continued. We've not stopped. People still are without homes. People are still without access to clean water and health care. So we're going to share what we've done with these funds and how it's impacted the people in the communities that we support. So please come out for that. So the key takeaways here today is that maternal health is justice. It is not, as he said, a privilege. It is a right. This is why the Golf Classic is so important to us, because this is the vehicle that we're using to raise these funds to build this health and wellness center that will do exactly the things that JP has mentioned. What just happened? Oh, did I just get kicked out? Oh, okay. Oh my God. Oh, I feel like I've been kicked out. I can't see anything. All right. Well, clearly I am still here. So all I wanted to say was thank you for being with us today. And we will see you again. If not tomorrow, then we'll see you on May 14th at the 4th annual Gerard and Ghislaine Ezeb Golf Classic. Thank you for being with us today. Have a wonderful day and stay warm if you can.